All right, we're going to go over your instructions for your franchise research project. I know many of us got started on our research last class. This is just going to be some helpful reminders and also point out where you can find some good resources. All right, so if you remember where we left off, most of us got started at least on the first couple parts of learning about this franchise business model. There's a Kahoot on Google Classroom. There's also a video that kind of demonstrates and gives you some good information about how that business model works. And then this little franchise story gives you some key terms that are going to be really important as we understand how franchises operate. Once you finish those, and we did this at the end of class last time, is everyone picked our two franchises. On Google Classroom, under the franchise research project, this spreadsheet has a list of everyone's franchises. So you can go back there and reference that. What are we researching? Well, we want to put this in the framework of we want to try and find out, would this be a good investment? We talked recently about investing in companies. This is a different way to invest. I can invest in a franchise or multiple franchises. So I want to find some basic information about the business. I want to find out how much would it cost to open one of these businesses. What are my ongoing fees going to be? Personal financial requirements. What do I need to have? So if I want to open a McDonald's franchise, McDonald's is going to say you need to have a couple of things personally and financially. What type of training and support? Remember, the franchisors are interested in the success of the individual franchises. So what type of things do they do? And then the financial performance. Now, this you may or may not be able to see or may be able to find. It just depends on the franchises. Sometimes they don't want to reveal how much money can be made for some of these franchises, but if you can find it, great. Once you're done, you're going to choose one that you believe has the best potential for success. What does that mean? Well, the financial stability of the franchise, the level of support, the growth potential, the market trends, and I'll show you where you can find some of that information. On Google Classroom, I showed you this link that has a list of the top 500 franchises. This is a good place to start for your research. So once you find your company, for example, here I'm going to click on Crunch Fitness. The website does a really nice job of providing me with a little company overview about the business model, some background information. It also kind of sells a little bit about why this might be a good franchise choice. A little bit into the process about how to open up the Crunch franchise, a company overview. Now, as I keep scrolling, I got a lot of good information here. This shows me kind of the trends for locations. So you can see, obviously, over the last 7 years, Crunch Fitness has been opening up more and more franchises. Up at the top of the page here where it says units, that means locations. So you can use that when you're researching. If I continue scrolling, this is really good information here. This shows me all the financial information, right? So as a franchisee, if I want to own a Crunch Fitness, I'm going to have to pay a franchisee in that range. The total investment, that includes, and if I click on this little icon here, it gives you an idea of everything included in that: real estate, equipment, supplies, license, and things like that. Net worth requirements. That's how much money you need to have as a individual franchisee. And you can click on any of these little icons here and it will give you a little explanation. And then as I keep scrolling, it gets into some training and support provided, and a little bit more or a little bit more information about some of the operations of the business. So once you have research for both companies, again, your guys are going to have just a blank piece of paper for you guys to take your notes. Again, researching both companies. Once you have finished and once you feel like you've got some information on both of those companies, you're going to pick one of those companies to pitch. And you can pitch that in a couple of different ways. Your options here are in your packet. Uh, Option one would be doing a Shark Tank video pitch. Option two would be doing some type of persuasive infographic. You could do that on Canva, or you could do that on paper. There is supplies available for you. Or you could do a brochure, kind of a trifold style. Again, you could do that on Canva, or you could do that without any technology. Again, you have paper, you have colored pencils, markers available for you to use.